What's going on, guys? Mark Sanchez here. We are on week 3 of my official Strongman Games prep. So basically what I've decided to do is per week I'm going to kind of just focus on talking to you guys about how I'm prepping for specific things. So like this week I've decided a lot of what I'm going to share in this week's video is going to be based on my overhead press medley, some of my thoughts around it, and basically what I'm doing to prepare. So this week specifically, you'll get a lot of more content of how I'm training for my overhead press. The overhead press medley is the very first event in the official Strongman Games. It starts out for the open men's class with a 315-pound barbell wagon wheel clean and overhead press. The second overhead event in the medley is a 220-pound circus dumbbell, and then next is a 372-pound yoke, and then finally the last event is a 300-pound block. So we just pulled into Spartan Strength Systems here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. This is where I train. Body overall is feeling not too bad. Back was starting to kind of surrender on me last week, especially with hitting those 727-pound deadlifts. Which is an awesome PR and an awesome accomplishment. But yeah, my body's just taking a toll. But we're 9 weeks out now. I'm super excited still. Honestly, everything's feeling pretty good. The only concerns I really have is just making sure that I can keep my posterior chain healthy, my lower back, and my whole back healthy as we progress with prep. So, hope you guys enjoyed last week's video. Trying to bring you guys the best content, and also it's just taking you guys along for the journey with me. There's a lot of people out there who try and compete at OSG, and this is my perspective of, I've been competing in strongman for less than a year now. Actually today I got a Facebook notification that this is my 1 year anniversary since my very first strongman show back last year at Tournament of the Titans. So ultimately, we've made killer progress. I did Tournament of Titans, which I got first place in the Open Super Heavyweights to USS show. Then after that, I started prepping for the Ghost Clash 2. I went from 330 pounds to 273. I won Best Amateur Lifter at the Ghost Clash 2 with a 531 dot score, and I totaled 2061 at 273. I went to the Celtic Bison. That was another USS Strongman show. That was my first pro class division, and I got second place. And then I went to OSG Mid-Atlantic Regionals, and I got second place there. So those are the only shows I've ever done in strongman besides my 11 powerlifting meets. And so I really hope that a lot of my viewers see these videos and they really view it in a perspective of, anything's possible. Genetics we could talk about, sure, whatever, but putting in the work. Mitchell Hooper has been training strongman for, I believe, 3 years and just won World's Strongest Man. One of the guys that I look up to, Alexei Novikov, he won World's Strongest Man at, I believe it was 24 years old. And so anything is possible, and this is kind of where I want this prep series to go for OSG. Mainly because it's really optimistic and I'm trying to be somewhat realistic, but if I happen to podium at OSG, that could be the difference between me just doing local shows and me literally going to Giants Live. So sometimes that little eye-opener is humbling to think about. And so I'm grateful for these opportunities, and honestly I just feel blessed that I can do these sorts of things. In respect to all the athletes that I get to compete against, because I know a lot of them have been doing show after show after show and have years of experience behind this sport. So yeah, with that said, I'm super excited for OSG. It's an absolute honor that I'm even able to go. My boss finally approved my PTO for that for that weekend, so there is nothing stopping me from going to OSG. Flights are booked, and we're 9 weeks out. Let's get this. What's going on, guys? We are here at the home gym today. Like I said earlier in this video, today is going to be more focusing on all my pressing events, all my pressing workouts and stuff like that. Super late day today, super busy at work, so I believe it's 8:15 at this time we're starting. We already have the yoke set up, basically just starting to warm up. Everything's feeling pretty good. Shoulders are a little tight, but I'm pretty excited. I've seen some people training the yoke press starting the crossbar a little bit higher. I want to play with that a little bit today with my warm-ups, see if maybe it'll help me engage my legs. Pretty excited for today, so let's get after it. Been playing it with a little bit. I worked up to, what is this, 100? So 265. It felt okay. I think it's a little too high for me in the sense that there's not a lot of room for me to really use my legs. So I'm gonna play with probably lowering it down a hole. So right now, you can see it's right above my chin, or right at my chin. I'm going to drop it down to just below, so maybe just one more notch. What an emotional session. Not super happy with today. That really kicked the spirit out of me. I don't know, nothing really felt heavy. I mean, essentially I couldn't really get most of my top numbers up. But the big thing that I'm really dealing with that's kind of concerning me is a lot of joint issues right now. I mean, my knees are really hurting, which is making it really hard to use and squeeze my legs using them with the overhead press. My My triceps right here by my elbows are screaming. My shoulders are in pain. Luckily, I have my first deep tissue massage and chiropractor session scheduled for tomorrow. So that should be hopefully some good relief. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm discouraged, but yeah, that was kind of a hard training session to swallow. Maybe it has to do with the time. Like I said, it's like 9:30 right now. I could name a million excuses, but like I said, that one was hard to swallow. So only way to get better is to keep going. So I'm gonna go ahead and unfortunately, I'm gonna call it for my own safety. I worked up to a 305 yoke press single, still call that a win. And then what you just saw last was a 140 pound block press. Block press felt kind of fine, but I think with the defeat in the yoke press, I'm just mentally not locked in there anymore. 9 weeks out, we still have time. Hopefully my next few videos, you guys don't see me like this, but you know, I'm human. We're 9 weeks out, I'm still positive, I'm still hopeful. I think the big thing that I do want to harp on, especially with something like today, is when you see other athletes and their Instagrams and their YouTube channels or whatever it may be, whatever platform they're posting on, right? It's a highlight reel, you know? A lot of what I post on social media and a lot of what I post on like Instagram, stuff like that, highlight reel. And so I vowed when I started this OSG prep series that I was going to give you guys the full raw details of my journey to OSG. Like I said, this is my very first year competing in strongman. I have 3 shows under my belt and a lot to learn. Tomorrow's my rest day, which I'm screaming for. And then Friday, we're going back to Spartan strength systems, where I'll be working more crippling heavy deadlifts and timber frame runs, Denny stone carries. So, like I said, I'm defeated for right now, but I guarantee you Friday I'll be back into it. But what I do want to end off this video with, it's okay to be emotional about shit. Sure, we pick up and put things down. That's what being a powerlifter or strongman is. We either pick things up, put it back down, or pick things up, carry it, put it somewhere else. Essentially our sport. Nobody really makes a lot of money in either of these sports, and we all do it for fun and for the passion and for the love of our sport. If things don't upset you about your passions, then I don't think you're passionate enough. So like something like today, one of the things I'm currently working on is no longer saying if, it's when. Today was one bad day out of millions that I'll have more. I know that if I keep at it, it's not gonna be if I go to Giants Live or if I podium at OSG, it's gonna be when I do. Whether you're a brand new strongman or a brand new powerlifter and you're watching this journey as I compete towards OSG, just want you to remember one thing. As long as you don't quit, you'll get to your destination. Anyways, hope you guys like this video. Hit that like button for me, it'll help my emotions. And then, yeah, hit that like button. Let me know down below if you guys have any questions. And I will see you guys next week.